Give it a second for us to go live. All right, we should be live, my dudes. So today is the podcast. So we're going to be doing the predictions. Like always, King should be in here any moment. We got King back on the podcast, so that's super exciting. We actually got a pretty good amount of stuff to go over. We got some interesting things today. We'll also go over some of the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson stuff. We'll talk about that towards the end because I know some of you guys are excited about that, and that kind of happens around the same time as Smackdown tonight. So we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and go with what's going to be going on that we're going to be talking about topic-wise tonight. So Naomi and Nia Jax go up against each other, and the title is going to be on the line tonight. So we're going to see what happens there. We're going to get into that here shortly. We got the undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. He's going to be kicking off Smackdown tonight, so he's going to be the first one out there tonight. We're going to hear from Cody, see what's going on with him. Because I don't know what's going to end up happening, if he's going to want to get involved with the Bloodline stuff, or if it's just going to be Kevin Owens. Because I feel like he's going to have something to say about Randy Orton and Kevin Owens tonight. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll talk about that when we get to that topic. We've got the Motor City Machine Guns. They get to go up against the Street Profits. I don't know if the title's on the line or not, but I know they're going for Street Profits. It'd be cool if the titles were on the line. I'd like to see, the Street Profits. They deserve the tag titles, in my opinion. It's been a while, so. And then we've got a Women's United States Championship Contenders match. So that's going to be interesting. And that's going to be Bayley, B-Fab, and Candice LeRae in that. So there's a triple threat for that. Other than that, I think we can go ahead and start talking about the topics. I don't know where King's at or what's going on. So I guess we'll just have to run solo for just now. Let's go ahead and talk about the first topic, though. We got Cody Rhodes. He's kicking off Smackdown tonight. It's been interesting. Randy and Kevin Owens got into it, and Kevin Owens did an illegal move on Randy, and now Randy is in the hospital. He could be out for a while now. I can't remember the exact medical condition that he has right now. I can't remember what they said for that. But as of right now, Cody and Kevin Owens still have some business they need to take care of, because I feel like Cody's going to want to take out Kevin Owens now for what he has done to Randy. Because last we heard or seen Cody was when that specific thing happened, and he left in the ambulance with Randy. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. So I'm pretty sure tonight Cody's just going to talk about the Randy Orton situation and what he's going to do probably regarding Kevin Owens. Maybe he's going to want some explaining from Kevin Owens. I'm not sure. But you guys know since, let's see here. When was that? That was right after Bad Blood. That's when it was. When Kevin Owens attacked Cody Rhodes at his bus when he was getting ready to leave. So that was kind of interesting. So ever since then, you guys know Kevin Owens is upset because Cody is helping the Bloodline. He went after all those times, the Bloodline costed everything. He just don't feel, he feels betrayed in a way. That's how Kevin Owens feels on the inside, and he's letting it all out. And unfortunately, him and Randy are no longer friends because of it. I think he's getting a little out of hand, and someone needs to put him in his place, because if not, Kevin Owens is just going to keep doing this. The main reason is the Cody and Roman teaming up thing. That's kind of what sparked the whole issue from the beginning, and since then, Kevin Owens has just had a downfall, and he's just been, anybody that stands in his way, he's taken out. So yeah, like I said, we'll probably hear from Cody, and he's just gonna probably talk about the whole Randy situation and maybe what he's got planned for Kevin Owens. I don't know if Kevin Owens will show up and confront him, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's going to be talking about, or he's going to be talking about what he's got in store next for his title being on the line, something like that. But as of right now, people were saying Cody Rhodes was going to be a part of the Bloodline. But for the Survivor Series thing, but it's going to be interesting. So they've been taping these shows past few days or the past few weeks. They've been actually taping Raws and Smackdowns, for the holidays so that the wrestlers can be off with their families, which is understandable. But unfortunately, we get spoilers all over the place. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. You guys definitely got to watch Monday, but I do know what happens. So all I can tell you guys is that Cody Rhodes is not going to be a part of the Survivor Series. So once you guys watch Monday, you'll know. And I've only seen that specific clip, so I'm not going to tell you what happens or anything like that. So you guys don't have to worry about spoilers here. I will never talk about anything that happens that was pre-recorded. All right. So yeah, Cody Rhodes is kicking off Smackdown tonight. All right, let's see here. So we've got another topic here. Properties. Yeah, I don't know where King is or what's going on there. Let's go ahead and talk about this one. So we got Motor City Machine Guns, which are the new tag team. Well, I can't say they're a new tag team. They're new to WWE. They took the tag titles from the Bloodline, and ever since then, they've kind of just been defending since. And tonight, I'm pretty sure they're defending the titles against Street Profits. So, let me tell you, I don't know if they'll let the Street Profits win, but Motor City Machine Guns is actually a really good group. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. I would like to see the Street Profits pull it off and actually win the tag titles, because I feel like it's been a hot minute since the Street Profits have, had any gold. And I feel like it would fit them well, at least for a little bit of a run. I think that would be cool. Because Motor City Machine Guns just got here, so it just felt like they kind of got handed the title, but they worked for it. The Motor City Machine Guns, they are talented. And it's really cool to see that they're on WWE coming up from TNA. That probably, I don't know when they'll probably do this match, though. I'm not expecting this to be like a main event or anything like that. Yo, what's up, Caleb? What's going on, my dude? So yeah, we're just talking about SmackDown predictions right now. We're live on our second channel. So we've got that. Not really too much to talk about there. They don't really have a lot of story or anything background-wise to what's going on here. It was just kind of an opportunity that they got. And hopefully Street Profits come out on top. I mean, I'm not down in Motor City Machine Guns. They are very talented. They are excellent. But I feel like eventually they're going to, have to swap the titles to someone else. Whether it's Street Profits, we don't know. We just have to wait and see. I'd love to see the Street Profits, though, with some gold soon. Alright. Let's go on to the next topic here. This could possibly be one of the main events. So we've got B-Fab, Bayley, and Candice LeRae. They're going in a triple threat. This is a contenders match for the United States Championship, the Women's United States Championship. So, as you guys can see, Candice LeRae is Speed Champion. It's going to be interesting to see who pulls this off. I'm pretty sure Bayley will probably come out on top unless some shenanigans stuff happens with, Tiffany, or something weird could happen, because it's been sketchy when she, people are always on her back. But maybe she'll have some backup if that's the case. She's had Nia, she's had all kinds of different help. So it's going to be interesting. Or Naomi, I mean, not Nia. Naomi will probably come out and help her if that's the case. But Naomi's wrapped up in a match too, so that could be possibly main event. But the contenders match here, it could be main event possibly, but I'm pretty sure they're going to do the Naomi versus Nia for the title. What's up, my dude? No problem. You're all good. What's going on, King? So we're just talking about the B-Fab, Bayley, and Candice LeRae triple threat for the contenders match for the Women's United States Championship tonight.
Yep.
I predict that Bayley's going to win, though. to be honest.
Ugh,
Unless some
maybe
shenanigan stuff happens, you know. Who knows? Tiffany Stratton could come out and distract.
Alexa, turn on Hayden Lamp. Okay, sorry I'm late.
No, you're good.
That
It's all good, King.
I have no excuse. Alexa, shut the fuck up. I don't need to know about extra bullshit that
Right.
costs money.
How's it going,
Anyway,
King?
what topic are we on again?
The triple threat match, BFAT Bailey and Candice LeRae for the Women's United States Championship Contenders match.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I know
Okay,
that's a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot to say there.
Where's the? Damn it.
So I
I'm pulling
predict
up
that
the live
Bailey's
stream.
gonna win this. I don't think this will be like main event or anything. I think they're gonna do the Nia Jax versus Naomi because the title's on the line. I feel like that's gonna be
Yeah,
the main event tonight.
could be.
And then I already talked about Cody Rhodes kicking off SmackDown, and I already talked about the Motor City Machine Guns and the Street Profits. So this is the topic that we're on right now. And then we still got to talk about the Nia and Naomi match. And then I figured we could just go ahead and kind of talk about the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul stuff towards the end. Because that's all happening around the same time as SmackDown and stuff. But it'll probably be later on because they'll probably make the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul match like the last thing that happens, you know?
I'm back again.
Oh, did you like go to Twitter or something by
I
chance?
went to YouTube.
Oh, got you. Yeah, I forgot it kicks you out of it. It don't actually kick you out of the general chat, but like when you're in one of these like actual stages, it does that for some reason.
Yeah, I don't got it.
It shouldn't. So yeah, that's where we kind of stand with that. I feel like Bailey's gonna win this. I'm not sure who else would be contenders. I'm sure they'll do those over the next few weeks, right? I wonder if they're gonna do it at Survivor Series, the match for the women's title.
I think Nia's gonna get involved with Survivor Series
Right.
for War Games.
Yeah, you're probably right about that, to be honest. The more I think about it, I think you're right. It's definitely going to be. Because it's going to be 5-on-5 for the women's, too, right?
There's 8 Snickers.
Snickers are the bomb, bro. That's my favorite candy bar. That, Reese's Cups. I'm not really picky when it comes to candy, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I figure Bailey will probably win out of B-Fab and Candace. Unless some, like I said, some shenanigans happens. Because you know how Candace has been lately, you know?
I think it's gonna be B-Fab.
B-Fab. I mean, she hasn't really had anything going for her other than just following the Street Profits around recently, you know? She's just kind of
been like
in the background.
Like title shots.
Yeah, because that title isn't really like that's a mid-card title. That's not a Bailey title, you know?
Yeah.
If you get what I mean. And it would be too predictable, I guess, if Bailey was to win that.
So this is a #1 contenders match for the U.S. title, correct?
Yeah, for the women's.
Okay.
So they're doing a triple threat for that. All right, and then we go ahead and talk about this next topic, which is probably the most exciting topic because Naomi gets the title on the line with Nia Jax tonight. So that's definitely going to be main event. How are you doing, Caleb? I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Yeah, I got you, Caleb.
Albert VR says, "How do I join the chat? Do you have a question?"
No, he's good. I think he's just chilling.
If you have a question, we'll let you talk.
Yeah.
But if not, like, we're kind of recording. So.
No, you're all good. And then King, do I have you as managing moderator? No,
You
yeah,
should.
you are. Yeah. So yeah, Nia Jax, Naomi going at it. This will probably be the main event because title's on the line. And you
Naomi.
guys know the last time they fought, Naomi took her out. So it's going to be interesting. But that wasn't. Wait, didn't Liv do something? And that's how she pinned her? Isn't that what happened?
I don't know.
Because they did they matched up. It's probably been a month or so ago since this has happened. Maybe less than that. But the last
Yeah.
time they fought, the title wasn't on the line, and Naomi actually won. So I feel like I hope Naomi don't get over herself. Get too out of her head, and maybe because I'd like to see her win it. That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I don't think they're gonna let it off of Nia Jax
It's
right
been
now, but who knows?
it's been many years since Naomi's held another title.
Anytime anytime that title's on the line, I'm just thinking cash in, cash in, cash in. But I don't know. I can't really predict on if Tiffany's gonna go for Liv or she's gonna go for Nia. I mean, the story wants you to think it's Nia, but in reality, it makes you want to think that it's actually Liv. Because the way that Nia talks down to her and all this and that and stuff like that. I feel like Tiffany
Yeah.
should cash in on Nia and take her belt, but then that would be another feud. I mean, it would be predictable that way. I guess it is getting too predictable.
It's getting really fucking predictable, and I hate it. Which is why she has more potential on Raw.
And I feel like with them pre-recording some of the stuff, it's also taking away the potential of talking about it because 90% of the people are seeing the leaks. And I feel like that's why they're taking people off of TikTok and stuff like that because they're actually showing the screen. You know what I mean? I feel like what we're doing now, just talking, there's nothing they can do about it? I see people always on here talking about stuff, predictions. People do podcasts as well. I mean, there's no problem with talking about something. But like the videos that I was doing before, I mean, I understand that. Don't get me wrong, I have a few on YouTube, but not anything crazy. But yeah, this feud has been going on for a while. I don't know. I don't know what to expect here. Because anything could happen. I feel like Liv could get involved. Like they could show up, do something. I don't know. There's so much on the line because it seems like anytime Tiffany and Nia get into something, there's always a scrapyard war out in the ring. Like 2 and 3 different people
Yeah.
coming from out of the. It's just. I don't know. They don't
I don't know.
play right. They play evil. Like how Liv and
Yeah.
them do. But um, I don't know. I'd like to see Naomi win. But if not, maybe she can get in a contenders match for the women's United States Championship.
We can only hope.
Because this is only a SmackDown title, so if, like you were saying, if they do the Intercontinental for the women's, then they would probably put that on Raw, right? Because that's
I
where the
got news
Intercontinental
for the
Championship is.
Intercontinental.
Yeah.
I got news for the Women's Intercontinental.
What?
They aren't doing one. They never had a plan to do one.
That's kind of crazy.
So this means that means this title's either for
Wait, what'd you say? Okay. Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
a little upsetting. You
Yeah.
can hear me now?
It cut out for a second when you were
Bruh.
talking. I was listening.
Okay.
I just didn't hear some of it.
I guess I'll say it again. They never had plans to make an Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. For the women's.
So that means the US title is either going to be for all 3 brands, or it's gonna or it's just gonna be for SmackDown, and Raw doesn't get a women's title.
I also heard something about possibly next year the game going back to SmackDown versus Raw.
I hope so,
That
man.
would be cool. I would love to see SmackDown versus Raw games again. I mean, I don't know what they
Yeah,
could do so much different to what they are doing now, but like a rebrand would be cool.
Mhm.
I think that'd be a good selling point to bring back SmackDown versus Raw, especially next year. Seeing how WWE has been going pretty, top charts recently,
Yeah,
Becky Lynch is trending on Twitter.
that's not good.
They're saying that she's going to return in time for Raw Netflix premiere, is what people are saying. Interesting.
Would make sense. It would make sense.
Also, I want to talk about Rumble for a second. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen, or what should happen. Okay? We should
Johnny
see,
Gargano.
yeah, this is just what I'm predicting. So it's Cena's last Rumble. He retires at Mania. What if, it gets down to the last few people? We've got like Brock Lesnar, freaking CM Punk, like uh Randy Orton, like an old style, at the end, the last few people. You know what I mean? Cena
Yep.
wins, goes on to fight Cody Rhodes at Mania, and then actually wins the belt. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm just, something that I just thought of. And then he relinquishes the title and also retires as champion. And then they either vault that belt and bring out a new belt, or they make another like match to where people have to fight for that belt again. But it would make sense for them to vault that if they were to do that, so that it would be vaulted on Cena's name, basically.
Yeah.
And then they
So
could bring out a new championship belt.
I think Johnny Gargano could win the Royal Rumble, and Cena wins the Elimination Chamber, and Johnny Gargano goes up against Cody Rhodes, and Cena goes up against Gunther.
Yeah, that would be cool actually, the more I think about it. But in the meantime, I would like to see Cena do some like matches on like Raw, you know what I mean, or whatever he's planning to go to.
I mean, he'll probably do both shows.
Yeah, he might. You're probably right because, SmackDown, and he was on both SmackDown and Raw at some point in time. Because they
Yeah.
always do drafts.
I just feel like if they want to surprise everyone,
Hmm.
making Cena win the Royal Rumble would not be much of a surprise. Making Johnny Gargano win the Rumble, however, would be hype. And like I feel like having Cena go up against probably like some of the biggest people in WWE in the Elimination Chamber would be a better idea than putting him in the Royal Rumble when some of the people he probably wanted to fight during his retirement
Right.
aren't even be in that aren't even gonna like could be eliminated or won't even be in the Royal Rumble. So I think like I don't know, The Miz, Randy Orton, Cena, and a bunch of other like well-known names in WWE
Hmm.
should like do an elimination chamber because I feel like that's
Yeah,
just
Elimination Chamber would be cool to see Cena in again. I mean, he's got to
yeah
do the last few, like, pay-per-views.
yeah. What is the pay-per-view after Survivor Series, or are we just screwed till February?
I think we're screwed till February. I
Uh,
think they do that long stretch
Unless they
between.
do Fastlane.
Is Fastlane? Are we getting Fastlane?
Yeah, unless they do Fastlane. They haven't done Fastlane yet. Probably would be Fastlane.
So okay, so we
Or is it
get okay,
no?
so Crown Jewel, and then we go to Survivor Series.
Uh-huh.
And then we go to doing the Saturday night main events. So we'll have Saturday night main events on Saturdays, which is December 14th. And then we go to Royal Rumble. So yeah, Rumble's the next PLE.
Fuck.
And then Elimination Chamber and then Mania.
There's no there's no pay-per-views between Survivor Series and Royal Rumble.
Nope. And they did that last year. Like there was a gap. I don't know if they do that every year, but from what I
That
can
is a
tell, they've been doing
3.
like a gap, like a month or two in between Rumble and like whatever happens towards the end of like the year.
That is a
Because I
3-month
thought,
gap.
yeah, Survivor Series was that's what they did last year. It was Survivor Series, and they did that gap, and then did Rumble.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think they should do the gap.
Tama,
I
welcome to
think
the stream. I appreciate you tuning into the stream. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful day.
they gotta put something there.
Yeah, we're just talking about some of the next live
Pay-per-view.
events that are up next. There's nothing after Survivor Series. We just go that long stretch until Rumble. But then, like I said, they start doing the Saturday night main event December 14th. I don't know if that's just a 1 day thing or if that's something that they're going to continue to do every Saturday.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
It
not
did
sure there.
say. Well, read the thing again if you can. Can you read the thing again?
What?
The thing you read about pay-per-views and Saturday Night Live.
So basically, after Crown Jewel, we go to Survivor Series, and then after Survivor Series, December 14th, we have the Saturday night main event, which is in Long Island, New York. And I don't know if they're
Hmm.
going to continue to do that every Saturday or if that's just a one-time thing.
They so that's weird because I feel like
Tamatonga.
they
Yeah,
advertised
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I feel like they advertised it like it's an every Saturday kind of thing.
I love you so well.
Okay.
Nah, someone in the chat. Tamatonga. How he goes, yeah, 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 yeah. It's so crazy how
But
he
am I
does that.
right?
Yeah.
Am I right? Like they advertise it like it's an every Saturday thing.
Yeah, that's the way
So
that
I
they're
don't
advertising
know.
it right now. Like, yeah, because you watched the little like preview. It shows like how it's gonna be
Yeah.
like every Saturday type of thing. It's just
Yeah.
debuting back where I think it first started. I think that's where they first did the Saturday night main event. Was Long Island, New
Mhm.
York.
I don't- Are we at least getting NXT pay-per-views?
I'm not sure as far as NXT goes.
There's Deadline happening in a couple weeks, sometime after Survivor Series. So that's sick. Yeah, I don't know. They need to not do the gap.
Yeah, it says WWE's iconic Saturday night main event returns to NBC on December 14th in prime time.
What does that mean? Does that mean every Saturday?
That's what I'm wondering. They're promoting it like it makes it seem like that's something that they're gonna do every Saturday, you know?
What time is it again? 8 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern? That's interesting because 8 p.m. Eastern
8/7 Central.
every is how every other um yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern is like the same time for every other
WWE event or show.
we
Well, not necessarily
show.
PLEs. I guess it just depends on the area that they're at, you know. But for
Yeah.
sure, like Monday and Fridays and NXT and stuff like that, it's always at 8 p.m. for us.
So this sounds like this does sound like an every Saturday.
Yeah. So we got
Maybe that'll
Rumble.
hold us on until Rumble. I don't know.
So
I'm excited to see what they do with Saturday Night Live.
Did we
Wait,
already? Did we do
where are they
Fastlane
doing
this
it?
year or no?
We have not done Fastlane yet this year,
So
as
they've
far as
got
I'm aware of.
Rumble, Mania, Vegas, SummerSlam in New Jersey. They got Elimination Chamber in Perth. They've got Backlash, Night of Champions, Money in the Bank, Crown Jewel. Um, so far, I think is what they've got for next year solidified.
Yeah, they need to bring back Hell in a Cell.
And SummerSlam next year is going to be a 2-night thing like Mania.
Yep, excited for that.
They should have had
Do
Cena show up
2025.
at SummerSlam in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Even if it was just for like a little talk skit or something. Nothing crazy.
So where are they like televising this? Where are they televising Saturday Night Live?
Saturday Night Main Event, Long Island, New York.
Where are they televising it?
NBC.
That sounds like an every Saturday thing. I'm gonna be honest, because they're not airing it on Peacock like a pay-per-view. They're airing it on a like live TV.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they're
I don't
making
know.
up for putting Raw on Netflix so people still have extra things to watch.
Yeah,
And who knows if
dude,
they're going to have like championships on the line or how it's going to work.
I need to get
Because
Netflix.
Saturday Night Main Event, I've been to one and not necessarily like what they are bringing back now, but it was, a show that wasn't on TV. I went to a Sunday Stunner, a Super Show, and a Saturday Night Main Event. And they
Hmm.
basically, even if the titles were on the line, they weren't going to be getting exchanged there because it wasn't on TV. So it
Yeah,
makes
but
me
now
wonder if they're actually going to do any title defenses on Saturday Night Main Events. Or if they'll have like their own title. You know what I mean?
maybe they will.
Or maybe this is what I'm thinking. Saturday Night Main Event's going to be a mix between SmackDown and Raw rosters. So we'll get to see
Ooh,
like clashes up like those. You know what I mean? Because it
ooh.
shows Cody Rhodes, Bianca, Seth, Roman Reigns, on the cover. So it's probably going to be a mix between SmackDown and Raw rosters, and we're going to get to see some more interesting, feuds.
I like how you're thinking.
Maybe that's what they're going to do. It just
Maybe.
popped in my head because I'm like, well, Roman's on SmackDown, Cody's on SmackDown, Seth's on Raw, Liv's on Raw, and Bianca has just kind of been bouncing around, because they're just the tag champs, so they've just been bouncing around. Because I feel like those titles could be Raw or SmackDown titles. You know what I mean? I like with the women's tag titles. I think
Yeah.
those could be both brands basically.
Yeah. If they make more damn titles, I swear to God.
It's gonna be hard because they've got the Speed Championships, which is only on X, which I've seen those. They do those like before Raw or SmackDown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The craziest one I watched was Montez Ford versus Austin Theory, and the time ran out, and they kept fighting and stuff. It was crazy. And they both got
Didn't
disqualified, and Austin threw a temper tantrum and walked off.
didn't Sheamus and Braun Breaker do that during
Yeah, and they did
WWE?
just recently did that. They went to time, and they both got disqualified. I
Yeah,
think Sheamus gets the title on the line Monday, doesn't he?
I think so.
With Braun Breaker. There's actually a
If
lot
he
going
does,
on Monday. Let me see
if
if
he
I can
does
get a
this,
little bit of an insight on Monday because I'd like to talk a little bit about that. It is pre-recorded, so most of everybody already knows what happens. I don't, but I did see something, and I'm not going to spoil it
don't
for anybody.
don't fucking
I don't
spoil
want to
it for us.
spoil it because that's something WWE is trying to avoid. I think that's why they're taking a lot of people off, is because people are, spoiling stuff that shouldn't be, you know?
Don't you dare spoil it for us, chat.
Um, Hmm. I don't know. They don't
What do
have
you think?
anything up, but I do. Oh, and then what is it? Finn and Dominic kind of butted heads on Monday, if I'm
Yeah,
correct. And Dakota Kai
that's
returned as well.
yeah,
Um,
that's an interesting
Damien
that's
and
an interesting.
Gunther for sure Survivor Series. Oh, that's what it was. I can't say it. But anyways, I know Seth and Bronson have to fight. I'm pretty sure. You guys know that Seth, declined Sammy's thing, and he also told Solo that he wasn't going to team with him because he didn't want to be. He wouldn't team with
Oh,
the tribal chief, nor would he, in a million years, team with someone trying to act like him.
I know what you're talking about.
But so that's going to be interesting there. See you on Monday. And I think we're going to get. I think we're going to get down to the wire of what we got for Survivor Series for the women's as well on Monday,
Yep.
because there is a return, to say the least, but I won't say who, because that was the only part that I seen. Unfortunately, I was scrolling through TikTok and seen it. It was a picture. I'm like, wow. But yeah, that's kind of what we got going on Monday. It'd be cool to see Sheamus win the Intercontinental belt, though. Wouldn't you
Yep.
think? I mean, Braun
Yeah.
Breaker, he's got like the motivation, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. It's almost like they don't know what to do with Breaker in a way.
Yeah, and I hate that they gave him the title because of it.
Yeah, it's like they don't know what to
Why
do with
couldn't
Breaker at this point in time. Like, look,
why couldn't Jay walk into it? Why couldn't Jay just walk into Survivor Series with the damn title?
right. Yeah, there's
I
something that's just biting me that I want to say, but I know it'll be too much. It would be like a spoiler almost.
I pray that when this bloodline
Because unfortunately,
in
I
the
already know
city,
what Survivor Series is going to be with the men's, and who Solo's going
I,
to have, and who um Usos and Roman's going to have on their team. I already know.
I pray that when this shitty storyline of the bloodline is over, Jay Uso can challenge Braun Breaker for the damn title again, and this time with Jimmy on his side, he can win it again. I have full confidence
Oh yeah.
that Jimmy can win the title back without distractions.
Oh yeah, 100%
So
on that.
motherfucking Paul Levesque, give Jay the damn title back. The worst call in WWE this year, in my opinion. But is it time we talk about the boxing match?
Yes.
All right,
So, you guys know
we're
Jake
moving
versus
aside from
Tyson.
WWE.
Yeah, so you guys know Jake and Tyson are fighting tonight. It starts at 8 p.m. just like SmackDown does. I'll probably start off with watching SmackDown, and then we'll watch some Netflix on there. Watch some of the matches there because I feel like they're gonna have a lot of, I don't know. They're gonna have some matches before the Mike Tyson stuff match happens. So I want to try to watch as
I've
many of
never,
them as possible, but I want to actually see what happens on SmackDown tonight.
I've never watched a boxing match, so
Well, I think
this
it's
will be.
10 rounds, 2 to 3 minutes a piece. I'm predicting it's gonna last like one or two. Because if you've seen how Mike Tyson fights, unless this is rigged or there's just no way that Jake's gonna win this. Unless it's like, I'm not saying that his matches are rigged, but I'm just saying like if it goes the distance or Jake knocks him out, it's I don't know how to explain it. It just wouldn't be. I feel like they're gonna
It
actually
won't
let Mike
happen.
get in there, knock him out, and the world's gonna get what they want, and Jake can still go on boxing, and Mike can go on being Mike Tyson still. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it's going to be. I feel like either way you look at it, whether Jake loses or not, Jake's still going to win because he's in the ring with Mike Tyson. Two, if he gets knocked out, he can just brag that he got knocked out by Mike Tyson. That's probably what he's going to do. You know what I mean? You know how they are.
I cannot wait for
I
Jake
just feel
Paul
like,
to get knocked the fuck out and get
oh yeah,
humbled
that's going to
so
be epic to see.
quick.
He would be giving what the people want. You know what I mean? And regardless
And
of Tyson's age, dude, he can still hit and he can still swing. So
yep.
if he gets in there and just starts wham, 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 wailing on him, it's over.
Please tell me they're gonna reference it tonight. I swear to God, they gotta reference it tonight because they referenced it before,
Yeah.
like a couple months ago, at
Mhm.
like Night of Champions. Then remember that when
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes told Logan Paul, "Your brother's gonna be knocked the fuck out by a WWE Hall of Famer."
Right. Yeah.
Like,
It's
let's
definitely going to be
go.
interesting. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know how many matches are actually on the card tonight for that.
I don't either, but I'm hyped. I've never watched a boxing match in my life. I never even watched the KSI versus Logan Paul boxing match, and
Holy
I'm
crap,
watching
what's
this one.
up? So, they are fight card featuring 7 contestants. So there's 7 fights, 3 of them which have a championship belt on the line. So that'll all happen before Mike and Jake.
How long will that last? How long
It
is that
starts at
gonna
it
last?
starts at 8, so I'd imagine there'll still be fights going on right after SmackDown 2.
I hope so.
It's
Are we able to rewatch it?
happening at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Yes, I'll put it on right after SmackDown.
Okay.
Arlington, Texas. They're saying it's gonna have upwards of 80,000 people there. Plus,
Damn.
they're predicting
Dude, that's more than WrestleMania. Holy shit.
they're predicting right around 30 million people to have seen this.
Huh?
Yeah, tonight they're predicting like right
How
around 20 to 30 million people to be seeing
how
the
big
fight
is
tonight.
boxing?
Well, you got to think Netflix is basically available in every country. That's another
Okay,
reason
fair enough.
why I think Raw's going to Netflix. Who knows if they'll ever bring like SmackDown or any of them to Netflix? I mean, if Netflix pops off, who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, I don't think Netflix is going to pop off like they're thinking it's going to with Raw, but who knows? I mean, if they've got something different and interesting going on for the reason why they're bringing it over there, like maybe uh, the cussing, stuff like that, all that stuff could kind of get a little more lenient over at Netflix.
Yeah.
So I feel like that could be kind of like a more intriguing point to the matches and stuff because they could say a little more, they get a little more into it when they say stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of crazy. So yeah,
That
7
is
matches.
crazy. That's a big number. That's more than WrestleMania.
Yeah, to be
That's,
honest, it
that's
really
more
is.
than it's more than WrestleMania in Philly. Holy.
The Battle Pass exclusivity prior to Chapter 5 Season 3 will remain unchanged. What does that mean?
That means everything before Chapter 5 Season 3 will come back.
For real?
Yes.
Remain unchanged. No, that means that it's still going to stay exclusive.
Yep, that's what I said.
So that means that they're not going to bring back old Battle Passes, right?
Yep, that's what I said.
Okay. That's good, because there was a lot of people that I seen that were on the same page with me. They're like, if they're going to bring back Battle Passes, and a lot of people said they were out too, so that would be
Yeah, if
just...
you're gonna bring it, yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
don't mind
like,
like
stop
packs that
ruining
you buy in the
exclusivity.
shop or something, but like the battle passes and like the crew packs and stuff like that. Like that stuff should stay exclusive to the seasons. Like you had to be there to do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying
I
that they need to make things rare, stuff like that, but I get it. You know what I mean? I get people want the skins, and if they do take the
yeah
extent to bring them back, they should just gift people styles for them so they can still show that they were, in the previous seasons. Because if they just go bringing them back, it's just nobody's going to be able to tell when they started. People are going to be lying about, oh, I started in chapter 1. I've had this stuff since chapter 1, or you know what I mean? And you'd really
yeah.
only be able to
Can I
be a
just, like,
streamer to be able to showcase that you was.
yeah, can I just like say something before we move on?
Yeah, you're good.
Uh, I know this is a wrestling podcast, but I just want to say, stop fucking ruining the exclusivity in the game. If you are upset because you don't have a skin that came out,
Exactly.
like that, because you don't have a cosmetic, like a digital thing that came out like 7 years ago,
Hmm.
then cry in a hole. I don't care,
Yeah.
because
It
I don't
it
care.
it's
Someone
it's
walks up
it's
to me
part
wearing
of
a
a
Renegade Raider
season.
doing the flop. I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. And they've
Guess
made
what?
multiple
It's
skins
a
that
digital thing.
are just like the
If
Renegade
you
Raider in its own style. So I mean, people can't really complain. You know what I mean? It's part
yeah,
of the
if
fun
you
in a way. Like there wouldn't be anything going for Fortnite if they just started bringing back all the battle passes. Then we would just stop grinding battle passes and paying for them and just wait for the battle
and the
passes to come back. It just
yeah,
wouldn't make
and like
sense at all.
yeah, and
I
the
know it's a
whole
little off
reason,
topic, but
like, it's not the only reason people buy battle passes, of course, but some of the reasons people buy battle passes is because of the exclusivity that they give. If
yeah,
you are like taking away the exclusivity of these items that like came out so long ago and was the reason that some people bought them for, you are literally robbing people for the money they spent, and
exactly.
it loses all their value. And while I get that you shouldn't care, it still matters how the fact that these people spent money, and now like this account is gaining more and more money over time
Yeah,
as these items keep getting rarer and rarer. If you just bring back like these items that you shouldn't even care about because they're digital fucking shit, then
yeah, yeah. It
you're
it
wasting
it's just
people's
part of
money.
this. Yeah, it's like anything, like any game that does stuff like that, like Call of Duty, like for instance, like you had to be there grinding at the
CS:GO.
time to get that stuff, you know?
CS:GO. It's
Or like for
insane that people
instance, like when they do
play
Winterfest, they
CS:GO.
give us free challenges to do like and get skins, they're not gonna bring that stuff back. It's just part of that season. I hope
Yeah.
they do the cabin this year. That'd be sick.
So if you're complaining that you didn't get Darth Vader, or you didn't get Renegade Raider, or
Yeah.
you didn't get Black Knight or Batman, I don't fucking know. But if you're complaining that you didn't get like anything in these battle passes, maybe you should have searched through your washer and dryer for $10. Give the
I know,
fucking
exactly.
$10. The battle pass is 10 fucking bucks.
It's
Raise your
actually like
allowance.
nine
Put it in the
nine
washer and
dollars,
dryer.
if
I
that.
don't care. You do not need to complain this much because you don't have $10.
I know. But yeah, it's a whole nother topic. We could ramble on forever. 'Cause that's literally been something since forever. You know what I mean? People have always complained about that. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm glad they came out and stated they're not going to, so that kind of puts that out of the air. If you guys do want the Juice World stuff, definitely gotta tune in for that stuff. That's gonna be crazy when that happens.
Now I know what I'm buying. And I swear, battle passes need to be cheaper if they're removing the exclusivity on these items.
Yeah, or they might as well just give
They
them
need
to
to
us
be
for free.
650 V-Bucks. They need to be 650 V-Bucks. If you're gonna like give away some of these items and ruin like the battle passes, like the whole point of the battle pass was so you get these items that were supposed to be locked
John Cena
away in
versus
this
Gunther at WrestleMania. Yeah, that probably would happen, Bob. You're
like
probably right about that.
the whole point of battle passes is that you have a certain time to unlock these items, and once that certain time ends, they're gone. So
Yep.
ruining like the grind and the whole reason for the battle passes need to be cheaper.
And by the way,
They
guys,
should
we're
not
just
be.
into the section where we just kind of talk about random stuff. Once we normally talk
Yeah,
about Smackdown, get the topics done, we kind of just ramble about random stuff. So that's kind of the state
we
we
were
are
talking about
in the podcast right now.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, but then
I
I
brought
guess
up a kind
Dylan
of a good
Brunson
point there that we had to
needs
kind of cover.
triggered.
The
Yeah,
classic bundle
again,
returned though, the one with the pickaxe with the gnome on it, and a
I swear
TV and a chair, and
If I see Monarch in the store again, I'm gonna lose it. Because Monarch is the
the
rarest
Lady
thing.
Gaga Festival Pass will be sold in the item shop tomorrow.
Great, ruining X even more.
Exactly. Exactly.
I hate that. It like while these are technically a collab pass, these are a
And
battle
also when
pass.
OG comes
So I
out,
better see Chewbacca in the item shop in a couple weeks. If I don't, then they're heavily biased.
the lobby's gonna be sick. It's gonna be back to the old lobby when you pull up the playlist.
Honestly, I hate OG. I hate that they're doing that. I hate that they're bringing
I
back
like that
OG
they're
for.
doing that, but people are still gonna complain regardless of what they do, I guess.
Well,
There'll
dude,
be people talking about
there's
it
I,
anyways.
I just feel like they're not gonna do any more new stuff once this comes out.
Nope, they're
Like,
doing a
yes,
full
it'll
blown
be a
chapter
permanent,
6. They're just gonna have that
like
as an option to play. They're still gonna
like
continue doing the new
I
stuff.
know that, like, yes, it's gonna be a permanent mode along with normal battle royale and reload and all this other stuff.
But yeah, like I
But
get what you mean. It's
like,
probably gonna take
but like,
the
I feel like they're gonna put less focus into new stuff and just keep focusing on old stuff.
yeah, because
And
that's
like,
where most
why
people are
can't
probably
we
gonna
just
end up
move
going
on
is
to
to
the
the old
last?
stuff, and they're not gonna play the new stuff, and then they're gonna be like, okay, well, maybe we should stop focusing on the new stuff and focus on the old stuff. And I
Yeah,
get
and I
what you
hate
mean by
that.
that, because that would suck.
Yeah.
I still always want to see something new. I don't
And
want to
I
see
know they're
them
gonna
just be
do
like,
that
okay,
because
well, here's what you guys want, and we're done with the game. You know what I mean? That would suck.
yeah, and I know they're gonna. I'm positive they're gonna do that at some point, and this is why I mostly started playing indie games now because companies seem to only care about money and player counts and exposure. Like a great example of this is Pokemon suing Power World,
Yep.
and uh, and now another great example is Fortnite bringing back OG Fortnite, but now now it feels like this doesn't feel like something for our happiness. This feels like a quick cash grab,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. And now I feel like if they're gonna bring back OG Fortnite,
They got to
they're
do it
like
right this time,
they're
not
gonna
just a quick little.
they're I feel like I'm sorry, but I feel like if they're bringing back OG Fortnite and like and they see like how popular this is gonna be because of course this is gonna be popular. It's
Hmm.
nostalgia based.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna see how popular this is gonna be, and they're gonna be like, why are we doing all this new stuff when this is making us so much more money? And
exactly.
they'll just completely give up on making new stuff. And I know they're gonna do that because it's all about money, isn't it? Fortnite, Epic
uh,
Games,
I mean, yes
Nintendo,
and no. I mean, I feel
PlayStation.
like I don't know. I guess you could say
I
that
feel like
with all the companies. It is all they obviously they want to make money, but I feel like compared to a lot of other companies, Fortnite or Epic Games is kind of more lenient and they listen to their player base a little bit, but I don't know. I just I don't know. I feel like
I'm
what they're
willing to
doing
make a
is to
bet.
try to get the people that used to play Fortnite back on the game is what they're trying to focus on. You know what I mean?
I'm
They want
willing
to make sure everybody
with
is
everyone.
comfortable with, still playing Fortnite because, some people really only enjoyed the OG stuff, which is fine, but you still got to give credit for the new stuff that's out. And I feel like when they do give us what we want, it's just going to downfall the new stuff, like you're saying. And people are just going to want to play the old stuff, and then they're going to stop, supporting the new stuff.
Yeah, it's like Save the World.
Because, like, when we were on chapter one, you know, once it started to get, more and more seasons, people were asking for a new map. People were wanting a new map. And then we got the new map, and then people complained about it. You know what I mean?
I'm willing to make a bet with everyone in chat. In 6 months from now, they're gonna see how popular this is. They're going to slow down the updates on normal battle royale, and they're just gonna keep up with the updates on normal OG battle royale. And if that doesn't happen,
Unless they make a
I
whole
will
separate team and
God.
they just have separate teams like what they do with Rocket Racing and Festival and stuff like that.
They fired all over 1,000 people 6 months ago.
Yep.
You think they have the people for that?
I don't know. Who knows?
They don't.
Probably not.
I don't know. But like, as I was saying, I'm willing to make a bet with everyone in chat. In 6 months from now, after this is a new permanent mode, and everyone's playing OG Fortnite instead of the new stuff, and there's like 3 players on Battle Royale.
Yeah.
After Fortnite's gonna notice this and be like, why are we putting all this money into new stuff that like not a lot of people are playing compared to this old stuff that everyone seems to be playing.
Exactly.
And they're gonna slow down the updates on Battle Royale, on Fortnite Festival, on Rocket Racing, on Lego Fortnite, and they're gonna put as much material as they can into old OG Fortnite, and then they're gonna completely leave the new stuff behind.
Yeah.
I'm willing to make that bet that in 6 months, updates will slow down and updates on OG will speed up.
Yep. And you're probably right.
And if that doesn't happen, I will put on a Bob's Burger outfit for a stream.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I'll keep you up on that.
Remember, 6 months from when OG Fortnite starts.
All right, King. You think we should wrap this up?
Yeah.
All right. You want to do the outro?
I'm hungry. Yeah. Fuck. All right. Follow our socials. I am on Twitter, Twitch, and I'm a retired YouTuber. Dylan is on Twitter, Twitch. He has 2 YouTube channels. He has a Discord, Instagram, and there's one more, and a Discord. Speaking of the Discord, join our Discord. In the Discord, you have access to WWE stuff, to WWE news, MASH recaps, share clips of live WWE events. You can also join this very podcast and ask some questions.
Yep.
And you can watch wrestling and pay-per-views in the server along with us and everyone else in the server. Final thing, these are wrestlers, and while they are wrestlers, they are also actors. They are getting paid to say and do things on television, which means don't get upset if they say and do that you don't agree with. Okay? Okay.
Sounds like a plan. All right, my dudes. Me and King are back on the podcast. This was 11/15/2024 predictions. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. We'll catch you guys Monday.